What's good, YouTube? It's your boy KingSupreme. Back in the video, we got Jordan Peterson gets emotional when asked this question. Now, if you're new here, welcome to the channel, homies. Just be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you can see more videos from your boy. You feel me? Because the grind never stops. But hey, more Jordan Peterson videos today. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to more and more of these. They're just so informative. Jordan Peterson has a lot of knowledge, and I'm just so excited really to just see, to get my opinion on and see what Jordan Peterson has to say about certain topics, and really just pick his brain, see what he's thinking, and also discuss with y'all in the comments what y'all feel about it. These videos are very, very interesting, but this one's gonna be, hey, I don't know. I just saw this request in the comments, so we're gonna see what Jordan Peterson gets emotional about in this one. But hey, let's get tuned in. Let me know any other videos I want to see next. And hey, it's Jordan Peterson. Let's get straight to it, man.
I had a guest actually come on this podcast before Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Carr was on 2 weeks ago, and we had a great conversation about happiness and the nature of happiness. And the guest before Jimmy Carr wrote in my diary, which is a tradition we have now, where all the guests that come on write a question for the next guest. So there is a question in there for you. But the guest wrote a question which changed his life, which is, are you happy? And from reading your work and understanding your position on happiness and it not being the thing to aim for, which really struck me, because I thought, I thought life was the North Star of our lives was to try and be happy. Mm-hmm.
I think it is. What do y'all think? See, what do y'all think? Like you said, the North Star light is, I think it is the pursuit. I think it's the pursuit of happiness, and it's, just following and, God's plan for you. If you don't believe in God, that's fine. But whatever it is, following in your purpose. That's what it is. Pretty much is, in the pursuit of happiness and following your purpose. I feel like that's what life should be about. Living life to the fullest every day. Let me know what y'all feel that is. But I'm interested to see what Jordan Peterson feels on that, because he doesn't feel like happiness is the end game.
I thought life was the North Star of our lives was to try and be happy.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, I was going to ask you that question.
Aim to be good and pray for happiness.
Oh. So the question I was going to, it was pretty much that is, what is a better question for me to ask you if I'm checking in on you? Because we asked that question with good intentions.
There you go.
Are you happy? What's a better question for me to ask Jordan Peterson?
How are you doing?
How are you doing? How are you doing?
Brilliantly and terribly.
That's a tough question, because you see so many people be asking, like, hey, what's going on? They be like, hey, you want to do this, hey, you want to do that, or they be asking me stuff like, hey, can you do this for me? Hey, can you do that for me? Or hey, this, but they never really ask, how are you? Like, true, like, they never, there's few people who literally will check up and you literally ask, hey, how are you doing? That's the deep question. Like, how are you doing? You feel me? And I really like Jordan Peterson's point. That's actually perfect what he said. The aim is to be good, and then hopefully that leads to happiness. Hey, that's you can't. How can you deny that, man? But dang, bro, let me know what y'all feel about this, bro. This is sheesh, man. It's finna get deep, man.
Brilliantly and terribly. That's
Take your time, man.
when you listen to a profound piece of music, one that sort of spans the whole emotional experience, it's not happy. Happy is elevator music, and probably you just shouldn't listen to that at all. Right? And you think, why? Well, it's harmless, it's treacly, it's sweet, it's simple, it lacks depth, it's shallow, that's a problem.
Right. Dun, 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 the elevator music.
It doesn't have that deep sense of awe and horror, I would say, that is characteristic of the best of all music.
True.
You listen to some simple music, so-called. Hank Williams is a good example. The blues cowboy from the 50s who died of alcoholism when he was 27 and whose voice sounds like an 80-year-old man.
Dang.
Simple melody, but there's nothing simple in the song and in the voice. it's deep. You know, it's like the blues. It's like black blues in the States from the 20s, and it was certainly influenced by that tradition.
It's got depth.
There's this admission of a deep suffering at the same time as you get the beautiful transcendence of the music. And that's meaning, you know,
Hey,
that's
wait a minute.
awful in the most fundamental sense, but you need an antidote to suffering, and it has to be deep. And you know, deep moves you tectonically, and
Right.
it's not a trivial thing.
It's not.
But that's better than happiness. And maybe if you're lucky while you're pursuing that and while you're immersed in it, you get to be happy, and you should fall on your knees and be grateful for that when it happens. You know, it's a gift. It really is a gift. And it comes upon you unexpectedly. You're happy.
Me personally, and it might be seen crazy, but me personally, I feel like I've gained happiness. You know, I feel like happiness is peace of mind. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Peace of mind. No matter what happens, no matter what situation you're in, no matter what going on, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's gonna be all right, man. I'm still here. I'm still living. I'm thankful every day I get to wake up, and hey, I'm doing what I love to do every day. I feel like that's happiness. It's peace of mind, knowing that no matter what happens, no matter what, I'm doing what I want to do every day, and hey, I'm living life to the fullest every single moment. I'm appreciating every day for what it is. You feel me? I feel like that's what me personally. This is my opinion. That's what true happiness is, and I feel like I've gained it. You know, I'm still very young. I still got a lot to learn about. So I got a lot to gain knowledge about. You know, especially watching Jordan Peterson videos. I learned so much in all his videos and stuff. Yeah, that's what I feel like. Let me know what y'all feel like in the opinions. Again, this is all a open discussion. When I'm talking, you know, in these little times and I pause, I'm really talking to y'all. I'm talking to you. I'm talking about the video, but I'm talking to y'all as well. So, hey, feel free to, even during the video, I say something that resonates with you or you don't agree with, hey, just comment down below. Hey, this is what I thought on this. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's open discussion. And honestly, you can say whatever you want in the comments. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lead nothing on. Just be free. This is a free space. You know what I'm saying? Say whatever you want. But dang, bro, we're only 3 minutes in, but it's just, it's just so much depth, bro. Like, it's just, dang, bro. I love it, I love it. Jordan's talking, Jordan.
Maybe if you're lucky while you're pursuing that and while you're immersed in it, you get to be happy, and you should fall on your knees and be grateful for that when it happens. You know, it's a gift. It really is a gift. And it comes upon you unexpectedly, your happiness.
Very unexpectedly.
But you aim to climb uphill to the highest peak you can possibly envision. And that's better than happiness.
Thanks.
Why did you include terribly?
Well, for example, now when I go, wherever I go in the world, people come up to me and they're usually, I wouldn't say they're happy to see me. They're often in tears, you know, and they often have a pretty rough story to relate. You know, they were suicidal or nihilistic or homicidal or trapped, desperate, you know, and they tell me that real fast. And then they say, I've overcome that to a large degree, and thank you for that. And you think, well, that's really something to have that happen over and over.
Right.
In some ways, you might think, well, how could anything better possibly happen to you than to have people come up to you all over the world, strangers, and open themselves up like that, like they're old friends so quickly.
Right.
But at the same time, it's an awful thing because you see, even in the revelation of their triumph, the initial depth of their despair.
Fuck, man.
So I wouldn't change that.
Fuck, man.
But it's not nothing.
It's not nothing.
It's certainly not just happiness.
It's true.
It's better than happiness, but it's almost unbearable.
Ooh, how does he, oh gosh, it's so deep. He's so deep. Y'all hearing this, man? That's so real, bro. Yeah, you got it.
God, tears again.
Hey, let it out, man. Speaking, man. Like,
It's been quite 2 weeks in the UK. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. Such a great country, this country. Such a profound place. And it was so wonderful to see Cambridge and Oxford and
I always wanted to go to UK.
be welcomed by the students. And
I still never been there.
I saw the queues around the block and the reaction you got. I watched the talk in Cambridge, and It was so wonderful to see, because I know that you don't do what you do for credit. That kind of seems to be, the antithesis of pursuing your truth and doing it in the cause of truth. But it was so wonderful to see someone that I know has had such a profound impact on so many be received in such a way. We have a closing tradition.
Okay.
One of the, I don't normally do this, but one of the really great CEOs in our country, a young guy, has built a multi-billion-dollar company, really great guy, sat here yesterday, and I actually told him for the first time who he's writing the question for, and I couldn't believe his face. Oh my God, that's the one person I want to have dinner with. This is probably the most successful young person in our country. And so he knew who he was writing the question for. So the question that the previous guest wrote is, why do you do what you do?
To see what will happen.
Oh, dang.
Some programs you cannot predict, right? You cannot predict how they're going to end. You have to run them. Well, I believe that truth will save the world. I believe that. So you speak truthfully, and you watch what happens, and you take your consequences.
All right.
And maybe you hope and have some faith that in the final analysis, things will work out in your favor. But perhaps they will and perhaps they won't. But that's faith, eh? That's faith. Faith isn't believing in things you regard as ridiculous, sacrificing your intellect. It's a decision. No. Will truth, beauty, and love save the world? Well, you can find out.
Find out. Oh man, this is some revolutionary stuff, man. That whole entire interview, man. It's just, you see how vulnerable he gets, just how, because that's how you just know he's speaking from the heart, speaking just, sheesh, man, that boy Jordan Peterson, man. That man Jordan Peterson, man. Man, see, this is why I just gotta keep watching him, man. This is why I gotta keep watching him, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Like, his message, hey, like he said, all he was speaking is the truth. Like he said, to see what happens. Why do you do what you do? To see what happens. He said, how are you feeling? How are you? How are you doing? I'm doing good, but at the same time, it's miserable, you know what I'm saying? Terrible. Like, it's crazy. And how we explained it, I was like, how would he be by that? But how we explained it, it made so much sense. He had countless people just going up to him, opening up to him. Like he said, they were old friends, and just immediately telling them, oh, I was suicidal, I'm doing this. Like, dang. And so he's like, that's greater than happiness. It's hard to take, but it's great. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Yeah, it's some next level stuff right here, man. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. It's open discussion. You can say whatever you want. Yeah, that's Jordan Peterson right there. That's all. That's Jordan Peterson right there, man. But that's the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. More Jordan Peterson videos coming soon. Just let me know in the comments which ones y'all want to see next. I'll see y'all next time. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you need to see more videos. Instagram's on the bottom of the screen, also in the description. If you want to hit me up, DM me, message me, do all that shit so I can keep on spamming these videos out for you. I appreciate y'all so much for watching. It's your boy, KingSupreme. I'll catch y'all next time, homies.